What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles. Last time, we made our way farther down Valak Mountain, went inside of the sealed tower, now known as Ase Tower. I learned that this is where Shulk and Minato were both found after the Minato expedition team traveled here 14 years ago. And well, now we're back here at the Nappan camp, and it's time for us to finally head towards Galahad Fortress on the Mechonis sword. And so, we're going to continue to head down the Bionis Arm, out towards, I guess, the Mechonis sword and Galahad Fortress in hopes of finding Fiora. So let's get started. No switching up the team this time, because I think this team is actually going to be best for what we've got coming up ahead, for a couple of reasons. And you guys will see a little bit why. I want a pretty strong team that can heal, but also do a lot of damage and things like that. So what we want to do is, I guess, head down this way. And this is kind of where I start to get a little lost. I'm not going to lie, it can be a little confusing. There's areas around here, and I believe I do want to change the map, or the time, if I can, to nighttime. You'll see that their horns, yeah, start to glow a little bit. It's kind of cute, actually. Yeah, I do think we can head down this way, though I think it might be the longer way down. If we head down this way, but yeah, so so of course this is the Bionis Arm, and there's actually something that I want to talk about while we're making our way down the Bionis Arm. So this was pointed out to me actually through Chucker Conroy's Let's Play of this game. Obviously, I've been kind of using that as well as a little bit of a guide, I guess, to help out with just making sure that we're doing everything that we need to, and things like that. Now, let's see, where are we? Ooh. Hello, there's a temple over there that I have never seen before, so this could get interesting. I'm going to jump down here. I think we can survive this. Yeah, we can surely survive that, yeah. I wonder how I get over there. Honestly, I'll probably... Actually, in fact, I'll definitely come back to this later, and oh gosh, I hate these Antols. I'm just running away. I'm ignoring them. I don't care. Ooh, we can actually get through it, to it down this way, so I want to jump down here, avoiding these guys. Slobos. I want to see what that is. That looks interesting, to say the least. Oh, that's the Chilkins making that sound. Anyway, not to get, well, yeah, just not to get distracted or anything, but, yeah, it's them that are making that sound. It's interesting. But, yeah, the world of Bionis and Mechonis acts differently from ours, so... Obviously, you know, our world is a sphere floating around in space, and so, you know, the farther away from the sun that you are, the colder it is and the hotter it is. And it fluctuates because the Earth's axis is on a tilt. That's how we get the seasons. Just a little bit of a science lesson there. But the Bionis and Mechonis' world doesn't... I don't have a... well, I guess to finish my thought first. The Bionis and Mechonis live on a flat world, and you can tell this because of the way that the sun goes down. If you ever watch the sunset of Mechonis, or Bionis, not Mechonis, Bionis, you'll know that... Ooh, La Luz Church. I wonder if we can get inside here or not. No, we can't, but interesting. There's a church down here. Guess I'll grab that for later, and I'm jumping away to avoid you, if at all possible. Uh-oh.
Is that all the backbone you have?
Wow, Melia, that was very rude. Anyway, to continue on forward. So, if you've ever watched the sunset, I don't have a clip of it to show kind of off in one of the corners of the screen or anything, but, yeah, so, there's a lot of interesting. There's something up there as well, as like another little entrance of something up there. I'm sure we'll be back to check that out much later, but, so, the sun just kind of disappears in the sky. But that also explains the reason for why this is a snowy area, because he said, because remember, when we first arrived here, Albus said that it only snows this high up on the Bionis. And so you're probably asking, well, why doesn't it snow at Air-C? That's obviously the highest point of Bionis. And that's simply due to where the sun is. The sun is above everything else, and depending on where the sun sits, obviously there's shadows cast everywhere, depending on, you know, where the sun is. Quite obviously, I'm kind of repeating myself, but... And so if you've ever looked at a map of the Bionis, this arm of the Bionis is always in the shade because the sun never moves, and neither does the Bionis. this area is always in shade. And so that's why it's also kind of dark and cloudy here during the nighttime. Or during the daytime, I guess. And so with all that, that's why this area is always snowy. But it's also why Area C is always sunny and tropical. Same thing with Magna Forest. The seasons never change there because they're never moving. So the sun is either always on them or it always isn't. And so I thought that was a pretty cool little detail to kind of point out while we're making our way through this area. Now, hopefully before we kind of make our way to the end, our next objective marker is all the way down there. We're kind of towards the end of the area here. We're getting close to the end of this long stretch of Valak Mountain, but oh gosh, I recommend coming over this way if you get the chance, because hopefully these guys will ignore me if I run far enough away. Also, these Slowbos, very powerful. I would just kind of ignore them if you can. Yeah, we haven't seen any sort of waypoints, landmarks, but Nullful Tower. Oh, more ice physics around here as well. Over here, I would definitely recommend coming over here to grab this if you get the chance, because there isn't another warp point for a while, and so you're going to be able to try to warp down here if possible. We'll ignore these Oris and Aries. I must have taken some stuff from like Spanish dialect, obviously with O's being male and A's being female and things like that, but yeah. But I wanted to point that out, so that's why, like, ooh, Great Glacier. Okay, cool. A little bit more XP and things like that, but that's why it's, like, always cold, like, here on the Bionis Arm. But the other Bionis Arm, even though we'll never get to go there, that's not too much of a spoiler, I would think, but we're never going to go to the other arm, because there's no need to, for anything. But yeah, because of that, it's always probably sunny and tropical. But over here, it's nice and cold. But we do have this thin ice wall that we can also melt away, and then we have the magma rock. And I want to grab this little guy right in here. Nopon Researcher. Help's come at last. We messed up with Chilkins to catch me. Now we can't get back to other researchers. Or now we can. Glad everything worked out. Me too, a resounding success. Oh no! This is time that guard comes every day. Chilkins won't let me get away. Get rid of them so they no can come after me. Alright, so this is bad timing. Defeat the 4 cunning Chilkins on Valak Mountain, and I can guarantee you they're probably behind us. Chilkins morale low now, but you still need to be careful, and I can definitely hear them behind us. And sure enough, here they are, and they're quite low leveled. And they're all going to come after us. So, let's fight these guys. Honestly, I don't see much of a reason to show off this fight, but I guess I'll do it anyway, because why the heck not? Actually, you know what? No, I won't. These guys are fairly weak, and I think we can take care of these guys nice and easy. So I'll just meet you guys when we're done fighting these Chilkins. We fought them before. Maybe not cunning ones, but we fought Chilkins before, so I'll see you guys when we're done. Alright, and there we go. All Chilkins are done, and here's the Nopon Researcher we can talk to. I don't know how to thank you. That second time you helped me. Glad everything worked out. Chilkins weak lately. There might be a reason for that. Oh yeah, I have no time to hang around here chatting. I need to meet up with my friends and tell them my information. It's top secret information about Chilkins. And I'm sure we can head back up to that Nopon camp, because we heard about this actually at the end of the last episode. So this is that Nopon that had not come back yet. So that's bad timing. Heavy gear, not too bad, I guess. But yeah, so we could continue to head towards our quest marker. Or we could go back to, that's the quest log, I need the area map. We could go back to the Nopon camp right up here, because I know quest is open up now that everyone is back. However, I don't want to take care of that quite yet. Instead, I want to actually head all the way back up to the entrance of Valak Mountain at Zorhead Pass, because now that we have that magma rock, there's actually another area that we can visit that is very, very important. That I do want to show off, and I definitely recommend you follow along with me to find this area, because it's very important, and it's very useful, even now a little bit, but also in the late game, it'll be a nice area to visit. So if we head right up here, hugging the north wall here, we'll find another ice wall right up here, and if we do that, we can head right over here. through this little small cave and whatnot, and it really seems like it's changing back to day, I think. Nah, I can't have that. It's still got to be nighttime. Yeah, you're gonna have to hold up a minute there, pal. It still needs to be nighttime. First of all, we have Seric Waterfall, and we have some water ether deposits we can pick up. Might as well grab that. If we head down there, as you'll see on our map, if I could show it, I don't want to jump down there actually. But I guess I'll show our quest log, because if we head to Frontier Village, you guys will remember that we have Material Quest 3. We need to collect the Apis Gold Nuggets. And there's more Apis actually down there, and that's going to be one of the best ways you can use to farm those guys. But there's also a path over here to the left that we can take. And this is actually the path that I want to take. So you can go down there to fight those Apis. But personally, I'm not going to do that. Instead, we got some more item orbs, but also this is the Duel Mountain range, and this is all there is. It's pretty sad, but we have more ice, and so we can kind of run down this way. And ooh, more item orbs. How many can I grab? I grabbed 3 of them. Could have jumped there, but I'm afraid I might have gone flying over these edges here to the left and right. But obviously the creators of this game knew exactly what they were doing with the ice physics in this game, because here's a ramp, and so we can run off and jump, and we'll get a ton of distance, and then we splat. And this is Valak Peak. Yeah, so this is actually climbing material. So you're actually meant to jump off that ramp there and land over here kind of on this peak and whatnot. And so this is going to take us to one of the highest points on Valak Mountain. I do want to show this off because this is very, very important. But not only that, you'll see that there seems to be some sort of person up there. But not only that, this is here for us to complete a quest. This is Zane. So yeah, remember him from Alchemoth. Him and his buddy Karalth said that they were heading to Valak Mountain. And so here's where they were headed. And it doesn't seem like they're in too good a shape. But first things first, I want to trade with you. Oh, you want to trade? Yes, actually I do. He's got some gel gloves that we already have and things like that. Bind resist 3, not great. But he actually has the Apis Gold Nuggets that we need for the quest. So I can trade some items here for them. And I'll just meet you guys once I've traded for all of these items. So instead of fighting those Apis, I'll just trade for them here. So I'll meet you guys when we're done trading. Alright, and that was the last trade, and with that, the quest is complete. I like how Melia's face is just, like, on the side of the screen. It's kind of funny. See you. Alright, but now that we've traded with him, we can actually now talk to him. And by the way, that trade is only available during this quest, so I just kind of want to point that out. Any trades that we get from Zane, or I guess Karalth, if we meet him in just a moment, they're only going to be available while they're here. So obviously, if you didn't know, I think I've mentioned this before, but trades change depending on where characters are located. And so because they're on the peak up here, their trades are different from even if they came back here at a later point. But even still, that trade is only available during this quest, so make sure you don't talk to him and send him home before you trade for those items. So cold, so tired, I can't go on. I'm starting to feel so relaxed. Huh? What are you doing here? Someone asked you to come help me? Sorry about all this. I never imagined things would ever turn out like this. Thanks for taking the trouble to come. Thanks for taking the trouble to come all the way out here. I really appreciate it. Why did it take us coming to talk to you to send you home? But, alright, sure, whatever. I digress. But if Zane's here, obviously you can see on our map, Karalth must be close by. And there's actually a trade that I want to take care of with him as well. So make sure you don't talk to him either. And we can trade with him. And he goes, you want to trade at a time like this? Actually, yes, I do. So all we need to do is Iron Lump here. I just want to severely overtrade with him. And when we do that for an Iron Lump here, you're giving me this. Looks like I came out on top. And he gives us Mumkar's Razor. Yeah, an interesting item. And that item is only available here while we trade with him during this quest and we overtrade. This is the only time you can get that item. Now, it's a collectible that isn't actually used for anything, so it's kind of just out there. It's a random item. It doesn't have any sort of uses, but I'll cover that in just a moment. First, I want to talk to Karalth. Well, there's such strong monsters here. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Who's there? My eyes are blurry. I can't see too well. But your voice seems familiar. Ah, it's you. Have you come to save us? Thank you so much. We didn't think we'd make it. And once again, just talking to him sends him home. And so we can complete that quest a little bit later. But if we see that, we need to turn to Mural in Alchemoth. And we'll be doing that the next time we head back there. I'm not going to be doing that quite yet. So we'll complete up that quest at a later date. But actually, I do want to head over into my items tab here. And I do want to go to most recent in, I think it's maybe materials or maybe it's collectibles. No, I wonder where this item actually is. Oh no, here it is. Mumkar's razor trims even the lightest bristles, buzzes with electric clippers. That's its description, but yeah, it's just Mumkar's razors. Obviously, if you guys don't remember, Mumkar is the guy that died in the Battle of Sword Valley, fighting alongside Dunban and Dixon, who tried to betray them in order to get the Monado for himself. But of course, he died quite a long time ago. So it's kind of strange that he just has his razors. It's just a bonus item. It's nothing in particularly crazy or anything like that. But yeah, right up here, this is Three Sage Summit, a secret area. And the monsters here, Gloria Slobos, level 99. 2 of them. And then Final Marcus, level 100. This area is incredibly strong. The monsters here are incredibly powerful, and I recommend you be very careful as you make your way around here. You could use some terrain up gems. I'm going to wait for that guy to turn around before he sees me in any way. So go ahead and turn around, buddy. I definitely don't want to get seen by you. Maybe don't look that way. If I run around... Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. I wanted to see this door up here because this is the Ancient Giant's door, but he's definitely running after us, isn't he? No, he ignored us. Yeah, so this is the Ancient Giant's door. So we've heard about the Ancient Giants before. So I'm sure we'll definitely be back here at some point to kind of check that out a little bit later. But I definitely want to avoid Final Marcus over there. It's a unique monster. And to get away from here, we could warp, but or we could also just jump into a giant pool of water down here, which is pretty cool. And you'll see there's another slope right over here as well. So another hot spring here on the mountain, very high up. I assume it's probably the magma layer underneath, which is probably heats this area up. But we can kind of slide down this ramp, or more or less fall, I guess, in such a way. And when we do that, we'll land right up here. And you'll see that we've kind of come full circle in a way. Yeah, so this is where the geyser is. But with all that, that's actually everything that I want to show off here. So we need to head all the way back down here. And this is why I told you to find the Nullful Tower, because if you didn't find it, it would be quite Nawful. It's supposed to be like awful. I screwed it up. Anyway, if you had to run all the way back here. But we can simply just jump down. We're going to ignore these Oris and Aries and things like that. And just continue to head where our quest marker is taking us. So let's just continue on the path forward. Right over here. Ooh, some item worms. Seems to me like the map showing us we're quite still a ways away. So it looks like it's this rock or something. So, yeah. Oh, I can see it. Oh, we're here already.
That Mekon. It is you. Hey, that's Fiora.
Young heir to the Monado. We meet again.
Fiora!
Fiora? Is that my name? Then you know this body?
So it's true. You really don't remember us at all. Fiora, listen! If nothing else, you must remember your family. That's Dunban over there.
Family? There is family. Wielder of the Monado. There is a matter I must speak to you about.
Fiora! What was that? Metal face. Stay alert.
You killed my father!
Get him! Get away from her!
Now, let's all calm down. If I slip, I might mess up her hair.
You're disgusting!
Would you be so kind and hand over that dangerous toy you have? I could take it after I smash you all to a pulp. But we wouldn't want that, would we?
All right. You can have it. But only if you let her go.
There's a good boy. Always eager to please, Shulk.
But you're...
How's it going, Dunban?
Is that...
Munkar. I thought it might be, but you're to blame for all this.
I can't tell you how badly I wanted this sword. Has this puny boy even figured out how it works yet? What are you willing to do? Would you even kill a Homs to beat us?
You dare ask that of us? Why did you betray us to Meconis? Why did you kill our friends at the colony? Why?
You wanna know? Because it's your home.
You piece of...
Stay where you are. That thing works by remote. So unless you want me to put a hole in her neck... So what's it to be, weaklings? Grovel at my feet and beg?
We will not bow to you!
Will you hit bad guy in face?
You'll pay for that, princess!
You're a traitor, Munkar, and you're not getting away.
Alright, so it's time to battle Metalface one more time. We've now figured out his Mumkar. Alright, so this battle can be quite difficult. I wouldn't be surprised if even someone at my level, level 50, had some trouble in this fight. Though we can inflict daze. If I get it off in time, oh, he resists. Probably want to use Enchant here because he is a Mechon. And so that allows us... Oh, he's got an invincibility buff. So yeah, Mumkar can be quite difficult to deal with. And a lot of people say they don't like this fight because... Well, that inflicts break. Oh man, I just used a Monado R2. Get Dunban to use this. Let's see if we can do break and topple maybe. Come on, get a topple in there, Dunban. Or Monado speed. Alright, Monado Buster. Oh, it's just gonna miss Dunban now, so sweet. That actually worked out in my favor. A lot of people say they don't like this fight because, or especially that cutscene and things like that, because a lot of people are like, well, we knew it was Mumkar kind of from the beginning. I thought about it from when he spoke at the beginning of the game. But for me, when I first played this game, I had no idea it was Mumkar. Like, I don't know how, like, other people are obviously just better at figuring out that it was him, I guess, versus me. And, oh, I'm taking a lot of damage here. I definitely do that. Ooh, we do have a attack here that we can do. He's targeting Dunban. With an Earth. Soaring Tempest. I wish we'd have gotten more off that chain attack, but yeah, I had no idea. So I actually really enjoyed this fight. I say I enjoyed this fight. This fight is actually very difficult. I remember dying multiple times on my first playthrough for this fight. He's now fighting Shulk. But with that, there we go.
You fought beside me! At Sword Valley! Why did you change sides? Why the Mechon?
You're as blind as you were then. I wanted you dead for years.
What's happening?
Is the Bioness moving?
I wanted to get to Monado so I could be the new hero.
Is that it? That's the puerile reason you killed all those innocent people! Ravaged our home!
I love this body. The power.
strike you down and all that you have become, you wretched fool. The Monado will stop you, and then you will know the shame of all that you have done, traitor!
Shut your mouth and come on!
That light! What the? It's not like the other Mechon.
You are right, heir to the Monado. This is the strongest Mechon ever built. Controlled by me, Egil, leader of Mechonis, an agent of Mayneth.
Leader of Mechonis? So you're the one who controls the Mechon?
I am he. We fight to free the world from the tyranny of the Bionis.
Why? Why do you trap pawns in machines? What do you want from us? Why make us fight for you?
Your questions do not concern me. I must return with this one.
Fiora! Get your hands off her! Fiora!
If you want her, come and get her. You are more than welcome on Mechonis.
Come and visit any time, Dunban!
Munka! We're coming! And we won't give up!
Find us, Monado, Sword of the Bionis. We will meet you on the battlefield.
Fiora! We will find you!